Hello everyone, today we'll be looking at some quick solutions of the chemistry section of All India AIATS test series, JEE Main 2019, Test 5, Code A and B. So let's start with the first question. Question number 31. Consider the following statements about lithium. So the first statement, it says, lithium nitrate decomposes to form lithium nitride upon heating. So students, if we talk about the heating of lithium nitrate, so I have LiNO3. On heating, it breaks up to give us the oxide along with the liberation of NO2 as well as O2 gases. So students, we can see that the first statement is incorrect. It does not form its nitride. Let us look at the second statement now. Lithium carbonate does not decompose upon heating. Students, this statement is also incorrect. If we talk about the heating of lithium carbonate, so we have Li2CO3. When it is heated, it breaks up to give you the oxide plus CO2 gas is also liberated along with. So students, statement 2, as we had already seen, was incorrect. Let us look at the third statement now. Lithium hydrogen carbonate is not obtained in solid form. This statement is correct, students. Let us look at the fourth statement now. Lithium forms alkynide on reaction with ethyne. Students, this statement is also incorrect. Lithium does not form alkynide on reaction with ethyne. So the examiner is interested in the number of statements which are correct. So students, we have to mark the first option as the correct answer to our question, as only one statement is correct. Let us look at the next question now. Question number 32. Elements of first group react with air and form oxide, superoxide or peroxide. The main product formed by K, Na and Li upon burning in air are respectively. So students, we know that lithium, it forms oxide. If we talk about sodium, it forms the peroxide. And if we talk about potassium will form the superoxide. So if we look at the options given to us, the correct option is option 2. Let us look at the next question now. Question number 33. Consider the following statements regarding the S block elements and find the correct statements. So the first statement, it says alkali metals do not dissolve in ammonia. This statement is incorrect, students. We know that alkali metals dissolve in ammonia to form blue colored or bronze colored solutions. So if you look at the second statement now, the second statement is also incorrect. It is mentioned to us that the ammoniated electron impart yellow color. Students, this statement is incorrect. As we had just seen, the color imparted is either blue or bronze. Let us look at the third statement now. Ammoniated solution on standing liberate H2 gas. This statement is correct, students. When the ammoniated solution is allowed to stand up, the ammonia present inside the solution gets reduced to form amide ions and H2 gas is liberated. So we can have the reaction as NH3 plus electron giving us NH2 minus plus H2. So we can also balance this reaction. And if you look at the fourth statement now, in concentrated ammonia, the solution is paramagnetic. Students, this statement is also incorrect. As the concentration of ammonia is increased, the electrons start to pair up and the solution becomes diamagnetic. So students, the examiner is interested in knowing about the correct statements. So we can see that the correct statement among this is only the third statement, and we have to select option 3 as the correct answer to our question. Let us look at the next question now. Question number 34. Consider the following mixture. So students, we have been given 5 solutions. So it is mentioned to us that the Ka of acetic acid is 10 to the power minus 5. Examiner further tells us that if 0.1 mole of H plus is added in each solution and the pH changes by these many units in the respective solutions, then we have to select the correct statement about these solutions among the following. So looking at the options, the examiner seems to be interested in knowing about the change in pH of these solutions upon addition of 0.1 mole of H plus. So students, if we look very carefully at the 5 solutions which are given to us, we can see that solution 1 and solution 5 are buffer, whereas solution 2 and solution 4, they belong to bases. So they are basic in nature, whereas solution 3 will be acidic in nature. Now students, upon addition of H plus, the maximum change will be observed in the basic solutions as the OH minus ions which are present freely in the solution will get neutralized. So we can say that the pH change in 2 and 4 should be greater than the others. Now if we talk about the acidic and the buffer solutions, we know that the buffer resists a change in its pH. So we can say that the change in the pH will be greater for the acidic solution as compared to the buffers. So 2, 4 will be placed ahead of 3 and 3 will be further placed ahead of 1 and 5. So now we haven't compared between 1 and 5 and 2 and 4. Let us look at the options now. If the examiner is interested in that, we can talk about that also. So let us look at the first option now. Due to addition of 0.1 mole of H plus, pH decrease in solution 1 is more than the pH decrease in solution 2. Students, we can see that this statement is incorrect, as solution 1 is a buffer and solution 2 is a basic solution. So there will be a greater decrement in the pH of solution 2. Let us look at the second option now. Mod of V is greater than mod of X is greater than Y. Students, if we try and figure out the pH related to these respective solutions, we can have 1 match with V, 2 match with W, 3 match with X, 4 match with Y and 5 match with Z. Students, we can see that the second option given to us is clearly incorrect. Looking at the third statement now. Decrease in pH in solution 4 is maximum. Students, now we have to compare between the second and the fourth solutions. So solution 2 belongs to the salt of a weak acid. So it will undergo hydrolysis and it will create a basic solution. And if you look at the fourth option now, the fourth option belongs to a strong base. So we can clearly see that if we talk about the initial pH of solution 4, so it will be around 13. And due to addition of 0.1 moles of H plus, the complete solution is going to get neutralized. And due to neutralization, the pH will now be equal to 7. So students, we can see that the maximum pH change will be observed in the case of solution 4, where there will be a change in 6 units of pH. Okay students, so the statement 3 is correct. If you look at statement 4 now, decrease in pH in solution 1 and 5 are same. Students, solution 1 and solution 5 are buffers, but the buffer capacity will be different, as we can see that the solution 5 is more concentrated in both the salt as well as the acid. So if we talk about the change in pH, we can now probably create a correct order of the change in pH. So we'll have 4 greater than 2, greater than 3, greater than 1 and greater than 5. So students, as we had seen before that the statement 4 is incorrect, and for this question, since we have to select the correct statement, we have to mark option 3 as the correct answer to this question. Let us look at the next question now, question number 35. Which of the following is correct about group 2 elements? Thermal stability of the carbonates decreases down the group. Students, this statement is incorrect. The least stable is beryllium carbonate and it is present at the top of the group. If you look at the second option now, solubility of carbonates decrease down the group. This statement is correct, students. The solubility of carbonates decreases due to the increase in the molar mass of the species. Let us look at the third statement now. The sulfates are yellow or red colored. Students, this statement is also incorrect. The sulfates of group 2 elements are generally white in color. So this statement is incorrect. If you look at statement 4 now, the solubility of sulfates increase down the group. This statement is also incorrect, students. The solubility of the sulfates decreases down the group, as does the solubility of the carbonates. So students, we have to select statement 2 as the correct answer to question number 35. Moving on ahead to the next question.